I'm Helen Murray. I'm the producing artistic director of American Stage, and I've been here at American Stage for under 2 years. There's constantly the question of how arts are being funded, but I do have to say that this is the first time I've been in a state where I've watched in a fell swoop the arts funding simply be eradicated. We've watched, during tight times, governments have to decrease arts funding, and usually by a certain percentage, and usually with enough notice that arts organizations have time to figure out what their other sources of income might be. But something like this that just slashed it without, just really without ceremony and sort of took it away, I know not only is it going to affect us at American Stage, but we partner with a lot of organizations across this city. And I do worry about those that utilize it as an even larger part of their funding. Those are our partners in art, and so the work that we do with them is also being affected. So the trickle down of it has been, we're already planning and trying to figure out how we're going to wrestle with this. We had already made cuts at American Stage in this year's budget, trying to be fiscally responsible as we're moving forward. And so it's already a budget that is under that, like, what can we decrease? What can we be really careful about? So now it's just another sort of jab at an already tenuous level for arts organizations like us and across the city and across the state. Right now, we are talking about how it might affect our partners more. We're able to absorb the loss maybe a little better. That's not to say it's okay. I really need to, that's a big chunk of change that we get from the state every year. So the fact that it's gone, that's the cost of more than one show, one of our main stages. And so to have, if you think of our season subscription as 5 shows long, that's an entire show of funding that is gone. And so, we're contending with all of it and trying to figure out the best foot forward so that we don't have to take away services from our community. And I think that's the thing people forget about culture and arts, is we are a service industry at our core. We do serve the cultural landscape of the city that we live in, and without it, restaurants get hurt. There's less parking income. Babysitters don't make money, and we hire locally. And so all the jobs that we would normally hire, those go away with this kind of funding going away. So it really does hit every part of our economy when those crunches come fiscally for us. We don't want to price out our community. We recognize very clearly that that is a barrier and an accessibility barrier for many people. It has not been part of our conversation yet because we had a very big conversation about whether or not we should raise ticket prices already this year. The truth is not just in the data that they read, the truth is in what they see. A culturally rich space is a great economical space. It tends to be a safer city, tends to be a more vibrant city. Everybody wins when the arts is part of that community. And you tend to also give voice and freedom to the community for all those things that might usually come and be complained at government, that might be they exercise their voice in ways that maybe aren't productive. The arts actually gives a really solid space for that. So it actually makes less work for the people in government, because we take some of that load off of them as well. That's a really long run-on sentence, but it's true. We do all of those things.